Okay. So, um, I'm going to talk to you just like I'm talking to a class because, it's all relative, right?
Sure.
So, so anyways, the first thing I always cover this just because, basically all this is saying is something that if first time you get into Moxie, you're going to come across it. And all it's really saying is that, you as an independent contractor, you're not required to use anything that you're about to see. It's truly, here for your benefit. And the statistics, with regard to people that actually use their website and use Moxie Present and such, each platform within Moxie Works, is proven to help, get more transactions. And I find it absolutely amazing that, on my own very own website, mine looks vastly different because I've been playing around with a lot of custom pages, but I actually had, some folks from out west and then from Florida, asked to advertise have a menu link on my website. And that ain't never happened before.
Well, that's
So
good.
I'm like, yeah, sure. It's a menu link. One's for asbestos and one is for, what was the other one? Something about keeping we don't know how many gases we actually have within our home. So it's dealing with the radon and all the other things that, a couple of years ago, back when we had Michigan basements, nobody talked about radon gas. So why is that? Now all of a sudden it's a big thing. But anyways, so basically I'm going to welcome you to What Moxie Websites. We're going to talk about some of the benefits, take a tour. We're actually going to, this is one of the things that when you get done with this, you can actually put your website together and tell your grandkids, hey, I'm a website designer.
There you go.
And say, have you done that yet? Because it's really pretty easy to do. If I really have to answer the question, why a website today in today's digital world, it's a must if you're going to try to compete. Also, if you're trying to differentiate yourself. What I like the most about this is that whether it's on a phone, a tablet, or a computer, or even the big screen, it fits. And it's fascinating to me because, where sometimes maybe on the big screen you see 4 columns, well, it automatically will correct for a smaller screen and maybe you only have 2 or 3. And it's very intuitive, very smart. And this was actually designed by, some brokers and software engineers over 10 years ago. So again, the statistics for each and every platform are out there that, yes, it's going to increase the number of transactions. The other nice thing is it actually has a live lead capture, which is one of the things that Zap never had. You'll have a contact me form. And if somebody clicks on that form and fills it out and then clicks on it, you will actually get the information, one, in the email, and it'll also automatically go into Engage as well. If you don't have Engage started yet, it'll be there waiting for you when you do. Again, it's branded. One of the biggies is, again, the Zap website's going away at the end of the month. So is the C21 company, because I don't know if you knew, but as an agent, you actually had 2 different websites. And you're going to have one. Up-to-date MLS data. Again, because the data share, yes, you're going to see some duplicates and everything else of properties, but you know what? We can get around it. The websites are very responsive and I love, they're very attractive. I like the looks of them. And again, you get to personalize it. And I'm going to show you how to actually do that using your images, using custom images or whatever it may, whatever you might want to do. But the real cool thing is the SEO that's built into it. It's called Yoast SEO. And I'm going to talk about that a couple times later on when we're talking about property lists, because what happens is each and every time you do any kind of edit or addition to your website, it reaches out to the search engines and says, hey, look at me. I've been updated. I got new information. I got new content. And one of the things we're going to do is make it so that you're going to get new content 5 days a week without you having to do anything. Sound easy?
Excellent.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a tour of MoxieWorks. Okay. We're going to set up our website, applying the website security, activating the website visibility, and then we're going to get into customizing. Now, you might think this is all backwards, where I ought to do customizing your website first. Well, the reality is some people don't see the value. They just understand that they're losing their website. So the first 3 steps is the minimum. If all you want to do is get a website out there and you really aren't certain of its value, once we accomplish the first 3, then you're done. Okay. And that's
Very
a little
good.
bit different than in the past, because in the past, they automatically created it and put it out there. So again, I'm assuming you know to go into C21 online. I'm assuming you know to click on Productivity Hub. And if you scroll about 3/4 of the way down the page, you're going to come to Moxie Engage, Moxie Present. You're going to come to all of those Moxies. Doesn't matter which one you grab, because as you can see here, you're going to get all of them when you click on the first one you see. And so my website's right smack dab in the middle. If you've not been in there before, you're going to come to this terms of agreement where you have to agree and of course continue. And then it's going to bring you to this page. And this page is where everything that you could possibly want to do happens. Bottom line. Okay.
All right.
That home over there is no matter where you are in the process, if you get lost and you click on that word home up there in the left-hand corner that's in blue and white, it will always bring you back to this screen right here. So visit site, I'm going to go backwards. You see it just above the word home, visit site. So when you want to take a look at your site and see what you've done, that's all you do. Yeah, all you have to do is click on visit site. The cool thing about this is as you're going through, you're going to see more publish than you are save or anything of that nature. And the reason is because as soon as you hit publish, the change is immediate on your website. And again, you don't have to wait 15 minutes for this or 15 minutes for that, or there's no delay in the action. Absolutely love that. Like any website, we got a navigation bar at the top, and actually you can personalize that. You can turn things on and off, your choice. Your agent contact information. There's a combination of 2 things. Some of it comes from Dash, and some of it you actually put it in yourself. Search box is going to be, unless you get into custom pages, that's going to be what it looks like. And of course, tagline of Find Your Dream Home is you can change that. In the background image, you can change that. Now, personally, the girl looks better than I do, so I'm kind of thinking about keeping her on my page, just because. But this is the steps. Now, the only one in here, if personalize your site style, personalize your homepage, customize your default search and custom search, those are the 4 things we're going to do. Okay. And then we're going to do the last one that says apply an SSL cert. And actually, we're going to do that before we do the others. But your social media links, you can't go there. This is an old, it's an old, the brands do some, while it's available from MoxieWorks, the brand has made a decision that they want the social media links to come from Dash. So that's the way it's set. You can do everything on there except for your social media links, because that's got to come from Dash. And then down here is completing your site. There's only 2 things you got to do. Make your site visible to search engines and then set up a vanity domain. Now, not everybody does that. And again, a vanity domain is something that is a little bit easier, because when you see what your domain looks like, and I'll give you an example what that looks like in a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to share that. My domain's easy. It says bobdevoremovesyou.com. I also got one that says, what about Bob? Takes you to the same place. Also got one that says bobdevore.realtor, takes you to the same place. So I love vanity domains. Apply an SSL certificate right there. This is how hard it is. You click on go there, it takes you here. All you got to do is click on that blue button and you're going to get 2 check marks back. What's cool about this, folks, is that this means that, danger, danger, don't go here. And I'm sure in your activity online, you've come across where they've said certificate, not out of date or not certified or whatever. This secures your website and says it's safe. And then make your site visible. Again, I'm covering the minimal things that you would need to do to activate your site. Come in, apply the SSL, come here, click on that blue check mark, click Save Changes, and now your website is live. Okay, it's done.
All right.
You don't have to do anything more if you don't understand the value. I'm hoping as I go through here, I'm going to show you the value. And again, I'm pointing out the word home up there because every time you get lost, not sure what to go next, just click on that home up there so that you can get back to this page. Okay.
All right.
So let's go personalize your site style. And as you click on that, on your site style, homepage layout comes up. And you have 2 choices, a search focus and an agent focus. So here's an example of a search focused. See, find your home is up there, and then the search box, my picture over there, and a little bit of bio over on the right-hand side. These agent focused kind of moves everything up, and it's over the top. Again, there's no right or wrong here, folks. What is pleasing to you? That's what it really comes down to. Okay.
All right.
So once you decide which one you want, you click on it, and like this one in turquoise, that's the one I'm going to select. I highlight it, and then I go down and I click on publish, and it's done. But I'm not done with my layout. Oftentimes people forget that word header and the word footer over there that's underneath that home page layout. So when you click on header, it's going to take you to this screen. The default header up there in the top left-hand corner is, again, the default header. The difference between the one that is highlighted and that one is if you see that little person over there on the far right, means that somebody can come in and actually create an account on your website, the same as they can on realtor.com or Zillow. So again, there's no right or wrong, but I want to make it easy for somebody to create an account, because again, when they do, I get the information in my Moxie Engage. The other one, footer, is the difference between the top, which is where it's going to be at, it's going to be on the default. But if you select the custom footer, you notice that there's links that say home, properties, about me, blog, and all the other things. There's links at the bottom of the page that will take them other places once they scroll down. If you don't have those links, then they got to scroll up and down. And some people don't mind that. Others, they seem to mind for whatever reason. I don't know. So now we're going to go personalize your home page. First thing up there, it says home. And again, you can make that be whatever you want it to be. It can say welcome home. It can say home, find a home. It can say check out Bob's site, whatever. After that, you're going to upload or choose an image. Okay. And if you selected agent focus, you won't see this. And I'm pointing that out because there is a difference, and sometimes people get lost. but that simple thing where it said find a home, it's not going
Sure.
to show up. So anyways, go ahead. Was that question? Are we good? Okay. So when you click on upload or choose an image, it's going to take you to this. Okay. And not then it takes you to this. So if you're going to upload it from your computer, you click the little checkbox says, I confirm it's mine. It's less than 10 megabytes and you're good to go. Or, oh, well, I'll take you here. Or you can go to the image gallery and there's several different choices to make. When you find the one you want, you click on it, and then a button is going to show up in the lower right corner that says select for. And you'll click on that blue button and you'll automatically have your page updated. As you upload images, such as you upload your headshot, you upload a picture of this or that or the other thing, it will automatically create a library for you. So if you're one of those people that was going to update your cover photo for every season of Michigan, you'd only have to actually put them in one time, and then you could just come in and select your images and change them each quarter or each season, whichever you want to call that. And again, it would just be upload and choose an image. Now, again, I'm saying this twice because for some reason, I get a lot of questions about this, but if you selected Agent Focus, you're not going to see this headline text under personalize your homepage. And then you're going to come down below that. It's going to be the search bar text. And typically, your name will be there automatically, but your title won't. You'll actually have to add the word Realtor. If you're an associate broker, add associate broker. And then you're going to slide down to this, and now you're going to put in your name again. And then, of course, you see you got to put in your title again. If you have any NAR designations, you can put those in. And what I recommend that people do, instead of using the office phone number, I encourage you to ensure that the phone numbers that are populated in there are your phone number. Now, here's what's cool about the website as well. If you put in your phone number as your office number and also as the alternate phone number, when it's permissible by brand guidelines, it will correct and use the office. When it's permissible by the brand guidelines, it will allow your number to show up as the office phone number. So you don't have to worry about being in compliance. It will do it for you automatically. Some, and not all people, have their license number. If you have your license number displayed there, please remove it. It's not required by the state of Michigan. There's only a couple of states that actually require it. And then down under office name, what yours is going to read is Town and Country or Sackmeyer and Associates or Professionals, depending on which office you're working with. So if you're working with Town and Country or Sackmeyer and Associates, you're going to add the word Century 21. And just so you know, Century is all capital letters. I found out when I created the company websites that I violated company guidelines or brand guidelines because I did not capitalize all the letters in the word Century. And of course, if you're professionals, you're going to add the words Coldwell Banker. Now, you've done this a couple of times, but guess what? You got to do it one more. If you look over there to the left, About Me, when you go into About Me, you're going to see this one more time. And you say, well, what's the sense in all of this? Well, what happens is because Moxie works universally across each one of the tools, some of what you're doing here is going to show up on the website. Additionally, some of what you do here is also going to show up in the Moxie Present. Additionally, some of what you do here is going to show up in Moxie Engage. This is the avenue to get it there. And don't think that wasn't a learning curve for me to try to figure out where the information was coming from in the beginning. So, personalize your homepage welcome text. That finds your dream home. Remember, If you selected search agent focused, you're not going to have that. Okay. Then we're going to come down to the bio, which is going to be next. And again, that bio, I encourage you to make it short and sweet. This is not the time to tell everyone all of your accomplishments. And the reason is because that's where it shows up. And if you get really long-winded and everything else, it will just continue to increase the size and push everything else down. So this is the one that is search focused, and this is where it shows up on the agent focused. Again, you see where I have just enough context to fit the image. And again, I'm not saying you have to have an image. You can just have text so you can get more text because you don't have the image. But I want to give you an idea of what you can do. And again, it's as easy as we'll see back here. See where it says add media up there in the corner there, that blue button. It'll work just like you did at the beginning when you did your cover photo. You click add media, it's going to give you a chance to upload and whatnot. So then you're going to drop down to featured properties. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is actually select featured properties. By default, my office listings is selected. I'm going to tell you a little bit more why I encourage you to select featured properties in a little bit. Custom search. I'm going to show you how to create a custom search here shortly. Down here, once you have created a custom search, you can only show one custom search on your home page at a time. While you can have as many custom searches as you want, and you can add them in under your properties tab, you can only have one in your home page. So an example of one that I did was for Clinton Township Fine Homes and Estates. So I would highlight the word custom search and I would type in Clinton Township Fine Homes and Estates. And if I have more than one custom search down below, it will give me a choice of which one do I want to be displayed with that. I'll give you an example. I work out of the Fenton office. During 6 months of the year, I promote nothing but waterfront properties. The other 6 months of the year, waterfront properties aren't what people are looking for, unless they're ice fishermen. Blog, if you decide to get into it, pretty easy. And useful links. I was explaining earlier that I've actually had an asbestos and a clean air company reach out to me on my website, willing to pay me a few dollars to have a menu link. And that's exactly where it is. Last but not least, oh my goodness. Personalize your homepage, featured video. So you want to put a video on your homepage, right? Here you go. Find the video, click on share, click on embed. Everybody's used to just hitting the copy for the URL. Not here. We're going to click on embed, and then you're going to click on copy, and it will grab all of that for you automatically. And you're going to come over here, and that little piece looks like a film strip. And you're going to paste that source code right in there, click OK, and look at that. That's how easy it is to put a video in there. And again, I don't know how I can make it any easier. If you're a C21 agent, there's a couple of different commercials. Just go to YouTube and do a search for C21 agents. If you're with Coldwell Banker, then the Dream campaign, since it was so successful in 2022, they've decided to repeat it in 2023. So go to YouTube and click on Coldwell Banker Dream. And again, you can share those videos right from your website. And again, Harley did, there was an early release of the 2023 models. And so I, needless to say, being a Harley guy, had to check out what's available, see what's coming next year or this year, I guess. So property list. When you click on property list, you're going to see it again, property list out to the side. The only one that you really ought to come in and fix is my featured properties. Remember when I said, instead of my office listings, select featured properties? Here's why. When you click on edit, it's going to bring you to this screen. And I'm going to encourage you to actually select all of the ones that I've selected, which includes your active listings, your office active listings, my office's open houses, and my company's active listings. And then I go back and I exclude all the pendings. Now, if there are no open houses, you don't have to worry about it because nothing's going to be there. It's going to be filled with office listings and company listings. And if you don't have any active listings, you don't have to worry about it because it's going to still be filled with office active and company active. So as you get new listings, you know automatically it's going to show up under featured property. If you decide to host an open house and you put it out there in the MLS, it's going to automatically show up. You don't have to do anything more. You can sit back and enjoy this. Now, there's one additional thing about those settings. Because you chose my company's active listings, think about it. How many Town and Country offices do we have, or Sackmeyer or Coldwell Banker? And again, when I say company, folks, Sackmeyer is only going to get Sackmeyer, but Town and Country is going to get all of their offices, and Coldwell Banker is going to get all of their offices. Well, here's what's cool about it. One, because over here in the lower right corner, you see the red circle just above the help that says listed date. When you first come to that, it actually says custom. You're going to hit the drop down and you're going to select listed date. And why would you want to do that? The reason you'd want to do that is so that each and every time a new listing is added to the company, it is going to update your website for you. And as new listings continue to come in, it will continue to update. And for those of you that are late to the party, we have what is called a yield boost that will actually, each and every time your website is edited, updated, or whatever, it reaches out to the various search engines and says, hey, I got new information. Come look at me. Hey, I got new information. And this yield boost is automatically working for you because you set it up to update at least 5 days a week, right? I mean, seriously, I got to assume there's at least one listing somewhere across the company for each brand. Sackmeyer might be the rare exception to it as they're only one office, but I'd like to think that they manage one a week or one a day as well. The other thing, when you are on your website and you have the featured properties displayed and you click on any of those properties, it will always come up with your contact information. It's going to have your picture, your phone number, your email. The fact that it's not your listing is immaterial because it's going to have your contact information. I tell new agents when they go to a listing appointment, they say, well, you're kind of young, you know, I'm not so sure. You say, hey, have you been to my website? You know, because again, I got all kinds of listings. And then I love that. It is an awesome way to get promotion without doing anything the hard way. Now we're going to get into customize the default search area. And again, this is not that complicated. Yes, there's a few steps, but I think you can handle it. When you click on the go there, it's going to bring you into this where it's search and you got a / okay. You're going to click on visit site up there. And it's going to take you to your, actually, it's going to take you to your welcome home window. I oops just a little bit there on that. I typed in Clinton Township and you hit the spyglass and it's going to bring up a map of the area. What you see up there in blue is that URL, that thing up there, that's what you want to copy. Okay. Get that whole thing. If you click up there once and then right click and copy, you're good to go. If you click on it and then you mess it up, if you're on a PC, hit Control A, which will get it all. And if you're on an Apple, you would hit Command A and you would get it all. Okay, so you got that. Now you're going to go back one. You notice that the farthest right tab says Property Search. Okay, and the tab just to the left says Site Pages Bob DeVore. I hope everybody sees that, because all I'm going to do is click on that one tab to go back. And then I'm going to paste that information into there. And I'm going to scroll to the top of the box. When I scroll to the top of the box, I'm going to get rid of everything before the word search. And it comes at, see, it says search/HTTPS Bob DeVore, the real estate centers, c21.com. Get rid of all that. Now, remember when I spoke earlier about vanity domains and one of the reasons why sometimes it's advantageous? Imagine if I needed to tell somebody my website. My website is Bob DeVore the real estate center spelled with a TRE, not a TER, .sites.c21.home. Say that again, Bob DeVore the real estate center, that's TRE, not ER, .sites. You understand why Bob DeVore just moves you, makes more sense? Personally, I kind of like what about Bob, but get rid of all that. Once you've done all that, you click save. And if you goofed it up, it won't come up there at the top right under property search where it says page updated. If you did it in there, it won't save. Isn't it nice? It's Murphy proof. You don't have to test that, but it is. All right. So now that we've done our custom search, we're going to, or default search, we're going to do a custom search. When you click on it, it's going to bring you here. And then you're going to click on add new search. And when you do, it's going to bring you to this page. And I hope you're all ahead of me, because you know, after that, you're going to go visit that site again. So now you're going to come into, if you didn't close the window, you're going to come to the same window. But now you can decide by price, by bed and bath. Under filters, you can determine how long you want. You can determine how long, whether you want 30 days, 90 days, 60 days, whatever. You can decide if you want just waterfront properties. You can decide based on square footage. You can decide by lot size. There's all different types of filters, just like in the MLS, that you can select and customize that search. Once you've customized the search and you're happy with it, then you're going to do just what you did before, and you're going to grab that URL one more time. When you grab that URL, you're going to bring it back there, paste it in. Okay. Then you scroll to the top, delete everything before the word search, right? Got to do one more thing, folks. You got to put in a name. You have to title your search. Okay. And remember, when you do a custom property search, if you didn't already have it put in on your home page, you're going to want to go back to the home page and add that where it says custom search. Okay, we're almost done. How about that? I mean, seriously, folks, we're like 40 minutes in. And I don't know, but I think I started like 5 minutes late. So literally in 35 minutes, you got a knockout website. Okay. So see that little help button over there? You can actually click on that and it will bring you up options. You type in a question, it will give you some options. If the answers aren't good enough, you click on that get in touch. And if it's Monday through Friday, you'll have somebody live on the other end. Not so much on the weekend. So, and it's amazing how many of us wait till 11 o'clock on Saturday night or Sunday night for that presentation on Monday. But next steps, learning opportunities. Again, I'm going to, if you didn't already look in the, I'm going to put it in there again. Come on. I am pasting in the chat the link to this presentation. Okay, I put it in there for you. All you got to do is click on it. It's going to take you to Google Drive and you can download it. So since I have some time left, this is what I like to do here. That's boop, 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 boop. Now, I use favorites. If you're not used to using favorites, you'd click on this menu over here and you would go to Productivity Hub and you'd scroll down. But you see those gold stars right there? When you click on that, you're adding them to the favorites over here. Notice that favorites is kind of following me. I like shortcuts. And again, as I said, you can click on any of these. It's going to take you all to the same place. If you've not been in before, yes, you're going to have some links to go through. Looks like I came in on this. I don't think I did. I got to get back out of here because I did not set up a site under SACMAR. Should have paid attention to that, huh? And I have to show you this way because I don't have this published for obvious reasons. Don't want to get in trouble. And again, this is an idea of too much text. See what happened to that featured property? See how it gets kicked down? And that's what I was telling you before. You want to be careful. If it does this, you're too wordy. Either get rid of the image and or shorten what you're saying. But I want to give you an example of what it looks like. I told you that if you click on these properties, again, it's going to come up with your contact information. See, how nice is that, huh? Same way underneath today's search, basically that was the last custom search I did. There's my video, and it looks like I got the video in there twice.
Do all agents do this?
My blog, just to give an example. And then up here, oh, I must have got rid of all my property searches. Let me go check. See if I got any other custom searches. Oh, I certainly do. So let me go back to my site. So see how right now there's nothing under here, right? So watch this. I'm gonna let that stay open. And I'm gonna come back here. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm going to add new. Custom search, submit. I'm going to take that one right there. Okay, and again, the other ones are there. But this is the one I want. So I'm going to come back to all pages right here. And what happens is, because since I added it, it's down here. Now what I have to do is I have to drag it up. And I'm going to put it underneath featured properties. And I'm going to click on publish. Check this out. Remember this tab that I opened up earlier? And right now it's not there. Watch this. Come on. It went out to lunch apparently.
Late lunch.
There we go. Now look at that. Clinton Township. So remember I said you could have as many custom searches as you want. That's all you would do is you would go to site pages, all pages, add it and just continue to add. The buying and selling tips, they're short and sweet. Financial calculators, I think, are valuable. This bio here, this comes from Dash. So right now, this is what I have in Dash. Again, ideally, this right here would be different than, wait for it, this. Okay, ideally it'd be different. The only reason I did it this way is because I want to demonstrate why you don't want to be wordy. Back under site pages, all pages. Right now, you did not see. In fact, let me do this way. See, right now I only have three choices: property search, featured properties, in Clinton Township, right? So when I come over here, if I wanted to show my active listings, you see the word show? If I click on show, and I go down and I click on publish, come over here. Again, I need to refresh the page. Look at there. It's not even finished loading yet. My active listings is there. Come back here. I don't have any active listings right now. I can click on the word hide. See, it says hidden. Come down and hit publish. And it's going to update that once it ever gets done circling. Now, the reason why I had you do featured properties is because I don't want you to come over here and click on my company's active. I don't want you to do that. You could show your sold listings. That's a nice thing. I don't want you to click on the company because here's what happens if you click on my company's active listings. What will happen is the agent that actually has it listed, that's whose contact information is going to come up on your page. You know, I'm all for helping my fellow agent by selling their property, but I'm not really interested in helping market their home. So that's the reason why I encourage you to set up featured properties the way I showed you. If you don't have your bio in, you can hide that. Don't hide contact me. Testimonials. I'm going to jump to my website here to give you an idea what that looks like. Here's what the standard blog looks like. Let me go to that. So this is what a standard blog looks like. And again, see, I got a nice share button over here. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Now you know why you want your social media links connected. Looky there. All right. Let me get out of here. Now my page is going to be quite a bit different. And again, I'm showing this to you because I want to give you an idea of what you can do, because we're going to get into this in February. In February, I'm going to start to teach you how to create custom pages. And again, for starters, you see that I don't have a single image, but that the images are automatically just cycling through. So I can show a great deal more. Featured properties, same thing's going to happen. You click on it, it's going to be my contact information. But notice I got 4 across, not just a couple. Again, that's the choice you get to make. I got some information here with regard to sell faster or buy easier. How they can get an instant estimate on their home by clicking that button. I got a seller's guide and I got a buyer's guide they can download for free. And of course, if they do, I get their information. Move Meter is basically a Coldwell Banker thing where they compares 2 different cities. Do I want to live in Fenton or Holly? I don't know. And then of course, I got YouTube videos. And because I do blog, the images or my blog are on my home page. Okay, the homeowner's guide to asbestos, I get paid to actually have that link on my page. And in indoor air quality, I'm actually getting paid to have those 2 links on my page. How cool is that? Now, the other cool thing, I want to go to the top. And I'm going to go to buyers and look at all the articles and stuff that I have. But, whoop. Where'd it go? Mortgage pre-approval. So here's the mortgage person that I choose to work with, okay? Now what's cool about this is that they click on learn more, they're gonna go off to a website all about her. If they click on this, what happens is they get a link for an app that she uses. And then she gets notified and I get notified. I've had this on my website for a little over a month and I've already gotten 3 leads because of that link right there. Again, I don't remember getting anything off my other one. I got a variety of different properties. Again, I love Manistee in the summertime. So since we have an office up there, I want to have a reason or an excuse to have to go up there. One of the things I want you to notice though, find your home. Remember, yours says home as by default, but then this is orders a little bit different. And let me go back and show you what I'm talking about. See how it says welcome home, then it's got properties, buying and selling, about me. You can actually change this order. That's pretty easy to do so that you can have your stuff up front in the order that you want it. Again, I'm trying to whet your appetite to come back and join me in February when we start to build custom pages. So I got just a few minutes left. What are your questions that I can help you with? And if it's overwhelming, folks, again, know that what's the word I want? If it's overwhelming, that's the reason why I'm giving you the presentation. All right, I'm gonna add 2 more things into the, doggone it. Not working the way I want it to, so let's do it the hard way. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so what I just put into the chat as well is a website, www.c21tooltraining.com and www.cbtooltraining.com. What I'm asking you to do is to please copy one of those links and go to one of those links and give me a review on the class. I'm working to be certified as an instructor, both with Century 21 brand and also with Coldwell Banker, the brand. I need to have reviews in order to be able to get my certification. So if I've been any help at all, would you please do a review of this class for me? And again, just so you know, the other courses this month will be all the same for website, but in February it's going to be new. Also coming next month when I send out the email on Monday morning, it will also include a link where you'll be able to select a date and time to do a one-on-one consultation with me via Zoom. So if you get started and get stuck, sign up for one of those. And again, each week the amount of hours available will vary a little bit, but jump, grab it, because again, once you grab it, it disappears. Nobody else can get that time.
Appreciate it, Bob. It's been very helpful.
Thank you. Anybody got anything? Otherwise, I'm going to let you go. Well, you know what? I'm going to do my part and I'm going to give you back 5 minutes today. How's that?
All right. Good deal. Have a good week.
All right. You all take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.